So the next Pokemon that I have to go ahead and do is Slowking. Never actually used the Slowking. I think I used it once in like Gen 6 RU or something like that. It didn't really go too well. Slowking is a very interesting Pokemon because it's basically just Slowbro. Both in the fact that it's just Slowbro, but the shell is on its head, and you know it stands up. I mean, well, no, they both stand up, so that doesn't make a difference. But the shell is on its head. That's mainly the only difference. But also, the stats are the same, except that Slowbro has really high special defense. Or sorry, Slowbro has very high physical defense, while Slowking has very high special defense. That's the main difference. So I could have literally used the same exact set that I was using before, but I figured I would, you know, switch things up a little bit. So I have a kind of a different set here, pretty much the same. The only difference is that there's no Trick Room. Instead of Trick Room, I have Psychic. Basically, that's the only difference here. And then I have the just a bunch of random Pokemon that I just kind of slapped together. This is an RU match because I wasn't sure how UU was going to be going to, or how UU is going to be working. Because I feel like UU is a little bit unbalanced at this moment. But I figured I'd probably have a lot more luck in RU, and I figured I might as well, you know, spice things up, try different tiers. So I have a Galvantula here, which has, you know, the usual set of Sticky Webs, Thunder, Volt Switch, and Bug Buzz. With a Focus Sash, I got my buddy Big Jaws, the Tyrantrum, which has a Sonic Berry, Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. I do have Dragon Dance. I think I have Dragon Dance. I'm not sure because I switched off between Dragon Dance and Crunch because I had Strong Jaws. I figured I might as well fucking use Crunch if I'm going to. So I'm not sure which one of those two sets I have. I might have Choice Banded. I don't remember which set I ended up going with, but it's one of those two sets. We got the Donphan, which is the same as before. Just the usual Donphan that I always have. We got the Dormammu, the Dormanitan, who has the usual set that I always run, which is just, you know, Sheer Force, Flare Blitz, Rock Slide, Earthquake? No, I don't run Earthquake. Superpower, and U-Turn. That's the set that I ran, because I discovered Dormanitan in Gen 5, and I really liked it, and then I came up with that set on my own, and I was really hyped. But it's a pretty valid set. At least it was. Maybe not so great right now. And then finally just an Espeon with Magic Bounce, Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, and Grass Knot, and it's Choice Specs. So I figured my opponent's going to start off with the Gigalith here, so I immediately just go up into my Donphan here. He actually goes for the Braviary, which is interesting. Hits me with a U-turn, switches, goes into the Curium, which is even more interesting. So I just throw myself rocks anyways, switch, go into SlayQueen, get hit with the Earth Power, which lowers my special defense, unfortunately, which really sucks. After that, he brings out the Cragonal, or whatever the fuck. My Psychic doesn't really do any damage to this thing because it's a special defensive wall, I guess, even though it's really fragile. So he hits me with a Rapid Spin as I go into my Dormanitan, then he switches out, goes into his Pinsir. Pinsir eats a Flare Blitz, and down goes Pinsir really easily. After that, I decided to go for a Superpower on the Gigalith. Unfortunately, I don't do enough to kill it off, and he hits me with an Earthquake and finishes me off extremely easily. After that, I go here to my Donphan here. He switches, goes into his Cragonal. I go for an Earthquake. Unfortunately, I think resisted because it has Levitate. Then I wasn't really sure what to do, but I ended up switching to SlayQueen here and just taking an Ice Beam, which, you know, did no damage really, considering. But then the Freeze Dry does a shit ton of damage. Well, a good amount of damage after the crit. I should have really considered putting Psyshock on this thing. But anyways, I throw out a Toxic Mash. The point is in this thing. He decides to switch, goes into his Braviary here. I switch as well, going to my Espeon. The Sandstorm subsides. He hits me with a U-turn, which fucking destroys me. And I've discovered this thing has to be Choice Scarf, because there's no way that thing is faster than me. But then after that, I go for the Psychic on the incoming Cragonal, and I finish it off because I'm faster with another Psychic. He goes into Braviary again. I was like, fuck you, eat my ass. And I go into Donphan here. Get hit with the U-turn, doesn't do too much damage, and he goes into Nidoking here, hits me with a Sludge Wave. I survived with 1 HP. Unfortunately, I went for Stealth Rocks. Did not go for Earthquake to kill it, which is really lame. After that, I go back into SlayQueen, And then he switches, goes into his Curium as I go for a Scold here. Doesn't really do too much damage, can't really say I'm surprised. And then he uses the Roost to get all of his HP back. I throw a Toxic on that thing on pretty good timing, since he just got his HP back. Then he decides to switch, goes into the Bravery area, gets hit with the Stealth Rocks, and then I managed to finish that thing off with a Psychic. Then he goes into the Gigalith here, brings out the Sandstorm again, managed to finish that thing off with the Scold as well, which is great because SlayQueen slay. And then he goes back out into the Nido King here. Hits me with a Sludge Wave, doesn't really do any damage because, you know, special defensive wall. Hit that thing with a Psychic, almost knock it out, not enough. Hits me with a Sludge Wave, it leaves me at 20. Then I managed to finish that thing off with another Scold. And then his final Pokemon is the Curium here. I have 4 Pokemon. I'm thinking, oh, this is good. We've already GG'd in the comments. Hits me with an Earth Power. Down goes SlayQueen, unfortunately, RIP. But then I'm thinking, nah, that's fine. I have other Pokemon, so I go here into Big Jaws, who gets demolished by a fucking Draco Meteor, and I'm just like, oh, well, alright. Well, that sucks. So, like, shit. So I go into Espeon, and thankfully I'm faster and I finished this thing off. For Dancing Gleam almost came out with a crazy comeback, because he could have easily finished off Espeon, who had no HP, and then, you know, fucking Gavangela can't really do much to it because of the Dragon type. But anyways, that was the match. Stay fresh.
He moves onward without pause until the day he completes his great quest.